And up next is Demario Davis, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Saints and the Ravens on Monday Night Primetime.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 12 carries, 70 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Winston on the check down. He finds Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Real quick.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Being chased at, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's an early scramble can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Jameis to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Saints, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jameis and the Saints getting ready to take over once again. And he'll be looking to snap a pretty unwelcome start to this ball game. Interceptions on his first 3 drives. They'll look to turn things around here as they start with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. Past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first hit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because...
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, They now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Going deep here for Landry. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. Jackson on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando where halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Onyemata, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right? Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
It's a gain of 20. As we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
3 yards to go.
Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Winston to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
This defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 39, Jackson. He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. From the gun, they go to Edwards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A give for Edwards running right. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Open man down the field is Landry. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll throw again. Winston. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Just a 4-play drive that time. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.